So let me introduce you guys to Hansol. He is, without a doubt, one of the classiest guys out there. I mean, look at him. He's a rather good looking and quite charismatic YouTuber and Twitch streamer. How can anybody really fucking hate this guy? Many of his viewers think they have a fairly good idea of who Hansol is, but honestly, they have no fucking idea. Hansol is a pathetic scumbag. He is the lowest of the low.
I wish that I could say outside of Twitch, Hansol's behavior is just a little bit better, but I'm wrong about that. Take for instance this video of him on a train in Korea. Now, if you don't know Eastern Asian places such as Korea and Japan, there are some very basic rules, especially on places such as a train. For example, you don't use your phone, you don't talk loudly, and you don't be a nuisance. Not that he cares.
What's up, guys? Today I want to talk about the whole Hansol exposed drama we've got going on right now. I was going to save this for the podcast next week, but that's kind of far away and I'm a little late to the party already. So this whole exposed genre that we've got going on YouTube right now is ridiculous. These videos have always existed, and I don't have a problem with the videos themselves when they come out occasionally. I'm not against that. I try not to critique the content that other people make because people like what people like, right? And these videos have always existed and they're always going to exist. But the fact that there are entire channels dedicated to exposing people and that's all they do is a little ridiculous to me. It's one thing with DramaAlert because DJ Keemstar essentially invented the YouTube genre, the YouTube drama genre, and he made it ridiculous with a news desk and a news intro, and the whole thing's just a giant ridiculous shtick, which is fine because that's the entertainment of it, right? So I can forgive him for that, especially since he's done a lot of successful things on YouTube outside of DramaAlert, if you know, like back with the Halo 3 days and stuff. So I can forgive him for that, but all of the rip-off channels, no. I think that particular genre it's toxic. It's really pretty sad. So I'm going to break down this video for you, and I'm going to do one thing, and I'm going to assume that everything in this video is true. I'm going to assume that everything this guy said is true, which is a big stretch, considering the way most of these exposed videos are. But we're still going to break it down and debunk it with that huge caveat. So the video starts off with 8 reasons why Hansol is a, quote, pathetic scumbag and the lowest of the low. Let's start off with number 1. He broke Twitch terms of service. Number 2. He got banned on Twitch. Number 3. He botted on WoW. Number 4. He got banned on WoW. Number 5. He boosted people on WoW. Number 6. He apparently faked a mouse giveaway, despite there being a lot of ways easier to fake it than he did, if that's true. Number 7. He picked up an underage girl. That's not correct because 16 is legal in Canada, so whatever. And then the big kicker, he manipulated a girl into getting an abortion. So we're gonna break all these down one by one. So he broke Twitch terms of service. Fair enough, he did do that. He did a drunk stream and he streamed non-gaming content. Okay, I think he got banned for that. So he served his time. He paid the price, literally, by not being able to stream and not be able to make money. And he streamed non-gaming content and got drunk. Like, what? Okay, the lowest of the low? Pathetic scumbag? Okay. He got banned on Twitch. This list is a real stretch, by the way. Breaking Twitch terms of service and getting banned on Twitch, shouldn't those two things be one thing? It seems like a little bit of a stretch. So he got banned on Twitch, which is part of breaking the terms of service, okay? And then we've got the trifecta here of really trying to stretch this list out. He botted on WoW, got banned on WoW, and boosted on. Again, they could have just put, broke WoW's terms of service, but he did bot on WoW. He got banned for that. So he did the Honor Buddy thing, which I have the most popular video on YouTube about Honor Buddy. And Honor Buddy is a terrible, toxic thing that he should have gotten banned for, and he did get banned for. Honor Buddy ruined Battlegrounds for years. So yeah, that's scummy. but a lot of people did it, and nobody's perfect. I don't think people... the thing with these exposed videos is, like, are people expecting, like, him to be motherfucking Teresa? Like, he bought it on WoW. He didn't want to do Battlegrounds to farm his gear. Like, he just bought it at the BGs. A lot of people fucking did it. A lot of people did it because they got away with it for years. It's not like he was doing it and it was like an uncommon thing. You can go type in Honor Buddy on YouTube. I'm probably the #1 result. You will see me in a battleground where there are no other players in the game. I'm the only player on both teams, the only real person, and the bots are running around.
I don't know why this is so funny to me. Like, this is not the first time. I've just never seen this many bots. Like, I might legitimately be the only player in the game.
So, yeah, it's a little scummy to bot BGs in WoW. He got banned for it. He paid the price. But to think that, like, he's like... It's like, oh my god, Hansol got caught going 60 in a 55. It's just, you know, yeah, he went 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. People do it all the time, you know. Are those guys scumbags too? Yeah, I mean, whatever. He got banned on WoW. Okay, that goes back to the botting. He boosted people on WoW. So I want to talk about the whole boosting thing on WoW. So, boosting in WoW is completely cancerous to the game. I 100% agree. But the thing is, okay, and I'm not forgiving it, because I lost to Gladiator in Season 7 because of boosting. I lost it in Season 8 because of GCD hacking and boosting. And, you know, boosting is terrible. But it's something that was never enforced, so people kind of just... It was kind of like botting, where people just kept, you know... Oh, those guys just never got banned, so maybe we should just start boosting. Because you got to think about it from the perspective. Think about it from the perspective of an 18-year-old or a teenager. You know, you're a 16-year-old kid, and you can make $500 in 2 hours by just playing WoW. Like, these guys have a skill set that allows them to make an insane amount of money for playing a video game that they're already playing anyways. So I can kind of forgive people for doing the boosts. It's complete fucking cancer for the game. I agree with that, and Blizzard should have taken action a long time ago. I believe they've actually started taking action, which is kind of why Legion is doing well, because they're actually sort of enforcing this shit now for the first time in years, because they kind of just stopped giving a shit about the game from Cataclysm until Legion, when it came to that kind of stuff. So the boosting on WoW got so ridiculous because of Blizzard. And I mean, yeah, it sucks that the players were doing it and then the people were enabling it, but you got to think about it from the perspective of these, you know, these are kids, you know, they're 18, you know, 16, 18-year-old kids. You know, who are they really going to turn down the ability to make hundreds and thousands of dollars by playing WoW? Like, the amount of money you can make is absurd, and I'm not going to lie, I've done it myself. I used to boost people. I'm not as skilled of a player as Hansol, who could probably boost people up to Gladiator, but I've done my fair share of pilots to 2200 and carrying people for gold and splitting the gold up and then selling the gold. And, I did a fucking shitload of that back in Wrath and Cataclysm. So, yeah, it's shitty, but Blizzard never enforced it, so people kind of just did it. And I'm glad they're enforcing it now. I'm glad they're banning people for it now, and they should have gotten banned from the get-go. Fake mouse giveaway. Okay, so this I find pretty ridiculous. Apparently Hansol, somebody won a mouse from Hansol and he never ended up shipping the mouse to them. So now Hansol is like a guy that does fake giveaways. Look, if this is what I think probably happened. The message probably just got lost in the fucking frenzy of messages that YouTubers get. If Hansol was going to do fake giveaways, there's a million ways that he could do fake giveaways. Like the clip that they used of him, the reference clip they used of him doing fake giveaways was him like talking to the guy. The guy asked, he's like, "Hey, you won the giveaway," and then Hansol asked what color he wanted, and the guy responded, and then that was the whole message chain. Like, why would he even respond in the first place if it was a fake giveaway? If he wanted to fake a giveaway, he would just make a fake account and give the giveaway shit to the fake account, or just not give it away at all. I mean, there's a million different ways to fake a giveaway in a much easier fashion. I don't think that one holds up. And the picking up an underage girl at the mall. So this was a this was a YouTube video of Hansol going to the mall and showing off his pickup skills. He goes to the mall, talks to this girl, and he's whatever hitting on her, and then he finds out she's 16, and he's kind of like taken back by that because he thought she was older, and in the video she looks like she's older. But I think that's just something that happens to dudes all the time, where you think a chick is older and she's not. And there's plenty of girls that are 16 that don't look like they're 16, and there's plenty of girls that are 23 that look like they're fucking 12. So it goes both ways. But it's not a big deal anyway, and it shouldn't be a big deal anyway, because 16 is legal in Canada, where he's from, and it's legal in a lot of states in the US too. And in my opinion, it should be legal in the first place, because I think if you're old enough to drive a 2-ton death machine, you're old enough to decide who you want to fuck. That's just my stance on it. So that shit, I don't give a fuck about at all. He ended up taking the video down because I guess he wasn't like proud of it, or I guess he got a little bit of backlash from it. Whatever, not a big deal in my opinion in the first place. No harm, no foul. I don't think I had anything else on that. Now there's the big one. Okay, so there's a few big ones. So the next thing in the video that is exposing him is there's a picture of him and his girlfriend. Like, his girlfriend, apparently they're having sex, but they have their clothes on. I don't know. It's a picture of him and his girlfriend on the bed, and the camera, and this is, they highlighted this as some sort of like thing, like Hansol did some sort of like revenge porn style thing here. No. As someone that's maybe dabbled in this a little bit, don't get too excited, but the camera angle is too perfect. The shot is perfectly centered. The lighting is great. She knew the camera was there. It's not like this is some shit where she didn't know what was going on. Like, this is, it's like clearly scripted. Like, it's too perfect for that to not be a thing that she didn't know about. And there was no video. It's just a fucking picture that got shown on a stream on accident that's like tame. It's just like them kissing on a bed. Like, why is that a big deal? Who the fuck cares? What? Okay, so, next thing, and this is the big heavy hitter of the whole thing. He manipulated a girl into getting an abortion, which, okay, who is he, like fucking Professor X? Come on. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, let's assume this whole thing is true. He got a girl knocked up, and they ended up getting an abortion. Okay, let's assume that that's real and that's a thing that happened. Both people, it takes two to tango. Both people are responsible for that. Mistakes were made, multiple mistakes were made on both parts, if that ended up being true and that's a real thing. So they're both responsible. Many precautionary things could have happened from both his perspective and her perspective to where it didn't have to get to that point. However, it got to that point, and I have to commend them for making the hard decision. You know, that's not, you know, I'm sure aborting your kid is probably not the easiest decision to make, but they made the pragmatic right decision, despite it probably being a really hard one to make. They're unprepared parents. They would have been unprepared parents, or have another kid go through the system, be a burden on the taxpayers, and have a shitty fucking, you know, upbringing. Like, yeah, it sucks if that did happen, and hopefully he learns his lesson, or, you know, gets his shit taken care of, in reference to Hive Mind number 50. But yeah, like, this should not be any of our business, to be honest. But since it is our business now, because exposed, why? Like, why is this a big deal? He manipulated it? How? But how? There's so many, everyone fucked up here. Everyone fucked up here multiple times. Both parties. So, yeah, they both fucked up, and they got it fixed. So, okay, moving on. I had a few quotes from this video that I thought were particularly bad. Here's one that's real great.
Ignoring your viewers always solves the problem, but really, who needs loyalty when you've got money, right?
Who needs loyalty when you've got money? Okay, so I used to do YouTube and Twitch as my full-time job. Did it for 5 years. YouTube, Twitch, and some other gaming stuff on the side. I have a ballpark idea of what Hansol makes. I don't know exactly, but he's not making like 6 figures. He's not making fucking PewDiePie money and just like he doesn't have fuck you money. It's not like you can't even say that. Like who needs loyalty when you've got money? It's like you think this fucking dude's driving like a BMW and just going out to strip clubs, and it's like, come on, that's fucking ridiculous. And the next one.
He is now dating Lily, but it's not a normal relationship. You see, it's completely polygamous, which means Hansol is happy because he can do whatever he wants without consequence. Which is not entirely true, considering this guy likes to stick his dick in random things. And as I made evident earlier in this video, he's not really a fan of protecting his pecker. So there's a good chance that Hansol has or will get herpes.
They go off and just like personally attack this guy. They personally attack Hansol because apparently, I don't know how they fucking know this shit. Again, I'm assuming this video is completely true, which is, most of it probably isn't. But anyway, they go on and say that this new girlfriend Hansol has is, he's all cool with it because she's cool with him hooking up with other chicks. And he's like, oh, Hansel's gonna get, and we all know Hansol, he doesn't like to wear condoms and he's gonna get herpes. And that statement is fucking ridiculous too, because again, why is that any of our business? Like if they're cool with that, they're cool with that, right? That's their fucking setup. But I find the herpes comment particularly hilarious because condoms don't even help with herpes at all. Like at all. You can still get herpes with a condom, and 1 in 5 people, I don't want to go on a herpes rant here, right? But 1 in 5 people have it, and 85% of people that have it don't know they have it because they just don't have the symptoms. So if you fuck more than 5 people, probably gonna get it. So if you're out there getting pussy and having a good time, you're probably gonna get it, and you're probably not gonna know you have it. So. And a condom doesn't help. So people are really fucking ignorant about that in particular. So anyway, I just wanted to go on a tangent about that, but that's not what the video is about. Now, my problem here with this video is that it's such a stretch. It's such a fucking stretch. And I just cannot stand these people that their whole channel is exposed videos. Like, I've made videos, I'm not against talking shit about people. I'm definitely not against talking shit about people. But when that's your whole thing, I feel like that's just sad. And again, with DramaAlert, I think it's kind of tasteful because he invented the genre and it's ridiculous on purpose. But this shit is, they've got the cheesy, creepy background music. Like, it's like To Catch a Predator, like 60 Minutes murder investigation music in the background. This guy is trying so hard to be the next big drama guy. He's even got DramaAlert and Scarce in the tags, along with some other unrelated bullshit. God, dude, it's so ridiculous. I just find the whole... And again, I have no problem with these videos if, like, let's say you're a gaming channel and some guy does, like, I guess what I'm doing right now, and some guy does something to piss you off and you make a video talking shit about him. I'm okay with that because that's fine, right? But when your whole channel is about that, it's a little sad because you're living your entire life in other people's shadows. Your whole gig is living in other people's shadows, and I think that's pretty pathetic. So, Hansol, I'm not even friends with the dude, right? So, that's the thing. People probably assume that I am like close buddies with Hansol. I knew Hansol in 2011. He was in my World of Warcraft guild in 2011. He made Fire Mage videos. I liked the Fire Mage videos. And I watched them throughout the years. And I didn't talk to him for like 5 years. Then I randomly have him on my podcast. And then I haven't talked to him since. Like, I'm not big friends with Hansol. This is not Zyback defending his best friend Hansol here. This is Zyback defending some guy he knows on YouTube. And the thing with Hansol is, no, he's probably not motherfucking Teresa, but is he, quote, a pathetic scumbag and the lowest of the low? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, that giraffe hat, though, that giraffe hat in that subway, completely deplorable. Unforgivable.